In this video we're going to be looking at the pull-up and the chin-up and the differences and the importance in different positions essentially. So the most common phrase is the pull-up, and that's the overhand grip, so when my fingers are going over the bar. The chin-up is when my hands or my fingers are pointing towards me, and they work slightly different muscle groups and also require slightly different positions, body positions. There's also the neutral grip, again targeting different muscles. We'll look at those really quickly. So the overhand, you'll have a slightly wider grip position. You don't want to go too wide, you still want kind of just wider than shoulder width apart, maybe slightly wider. And when you do a pull-up using the wide grip pull-up position, you're actually going to be using your posterior chain, your back, a lot more. When you do a chin-up, you want narrow grips, and you're going to be adopting a hollow body position, and you're going to be looking at your anterior, front of your body a bit more. The neutral can do kind of a mixture of both, but it will kind of target your brachioradialis a little bit more. So, first things first, you need to adopt and understand the scapular pull-up. So, if you don't know what that is, have a look in the link for the video we've done on that. But essentially, all of these exercises, all of the pull-ups will start in the passive hang. You'll perform a scapular pull-up, and then you'll go into that the pull-up or the chin-up, whichever you decide. So, let's look at the pull-up first. So, wide grip pull-up, starting in a passive hang. Engage your scaps, and then it's best to perform a chest to bar. So you're actually arching your lower back. Some people think that's a bad thing, but it's not, because your lower back isn't under load. So you can actually go chest to bar. You don't want to just go too wide, because it puts your elbow in kind of an uncomfortable position. So by doing that, you're still going to be working your mid lower traps, some rhomboids, but also your lats. Still a bit of biceps, but less. When you do a chin up, your fingers are going to be towards you, and it's going to be a narrow grip, but you're also going to be adopting that hollow body positioning. So you're tucking your tailbone in, you're clenching your bum. By doing that, you're working your anterior, so your front delts, your chest, your biceps a lot more, your brachialis and your brachioradialis slightly less, but also your abs, your quads. Let's have a look. So, passive hang, engage. And you'll notice how my legs want to swing slightly further forward compared to the wide grip pull-up. Obviously, in this scenario, I can't have straight feet when I'm doing the pull-up to begin with, so I have to bend my legs behind me, which means for the hollow body, I'm actually just tucking from my hips to my knees. My feet won't go as far forward. For the neutral, passive hang, engage, and back up. All of those start with the passive hang, and then you'll perform the pull-up or the chin-up, and then you'll return back to that passive hang. When you're performing multiple, you still want to make sure that you're adopting that scapular pull-up. Always focus on quality over quantity. But for all of these, you can use assistance bands, resistance bands, whatever you call them, for help and to make sure that your form's good. Whether it's the scapular pull-up or the actual pull-ups and chin-ups themselves. The bands are really useful. For all of them, you don't want to be shock loading your elbows at the bottom. So you can pull up quickly, but you don't want to be dropping into extension and kind of hyperflexing your elbows, and could cause impingement in your shoulders, but also some tendonitis in your elbows. So, when it comes to variations, you can look at the 1 rep max, the 4 rep max for those that are following the Puccio Performance or ROCUP program for climbing. But also we've got power pull-ups, eccentric pull-ups, and wide grip. For the wide grip on this bar, I can't go wider than this position, but you don't want to be going too far wide, because again it puts the elbow in an uncomfortable position. For your power pulls, essentially you want to have an explosive upwards motion. You still want to perform that in good form. So scapular pull-up, really fast pull, and then a slow lower. So let's have a look. The power pull. For the 1 rep max, you essentially want to kind of slowly load and have a testing session where you'll find out what weight you can add to your body, or for example, if you can't do a pull-up without resistance, how much body weight you can pull, percentage of your body weight, as your maximum for 1 rep. That still must mean that you're in good form. So you're not kind of favouring one side over the other. You're pulling up in a clean, good form pull-up. 4 rep max, exactly the same. 4 really good forms, chin over bar. For the eccentrics, this is for those that struggle with the pull-up. You essentially can jump to the top point and then slowly lower. That's obviously much slower, but for example, you can jump up over less than a second and then lower over 3 or 5 seconds. And you can also stop at different locks. When it comes to doing your max rep pull-ups, so as many as possible, same principles apply. You want to still maintain good form. Towards the end, you are going to start to struggle to get that chin over the bar, but you don't want to favour one side over the other. So as soon as you can't do a good formed quality pull-up, that you should call your max rep. Hope you've enjoyed this video. For more information on sets and reps and for other useful videos that you may find will help your form, check in the description below.